All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Wednesday, July 28th, 2021. Market's basically going sideways for most of the session. S&P closed basically flat. IWM was the big winner today. We talked a little bit about the Russell 2000 lately. And to be fair, it did put in a nice little sort of bullish pattern here. We had a little move up and then this kind of mini flag here. So Russell 2000 having a decent day. And we talked about the fact that it closed back above this trend line. It could probably hold up for a little while longer, but still small caps well underperforming large caps. And there's a lot of signals here going on that you start saying risk off. So we have bonds. I mean, look at the yield. Bonds obviously much lower now, and dollar index much higher, although it did come back in today. And then, we listen to the Fed and it's just inflation, 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 inflation this, inflation that, transitory, is it wages, this and that, inflation, and it's just over at this point. It's getting way too crowded to one side and people are ignoring the warning signs that are right in front of them. So to me, we're seeing this inflation thing get really one-sided. The boat's getting crowded. With market at all-time highs. By the way, Robinhood IPO tomorrow, and these IPOs tend to call major tops in the market, and this is the most anticipated IPO maybe of the last many years, maybe since Facebook. But they've been talking about this IPO for a year. But remember, I pointed this out before. Coinbase, April 14th, Bitcoin top, April 14th. If you look at Blackstone in 2007, that was a highly anticipated IPO, put in the top in June 2007 in the market. And then in Blackstone, we put a top in June or July, and then we had a little double top, and then we broke down and had that crash. So, that's not to say that the market's going to top tomorrow, but this is something we're going to have to pay attention to, and they're going to be blasting this all over TV tomorrow. Twitter is going to be talking about Robinhood. So I'm not going to trade it. I don't trade IPOs. I don't trade new issues. I like to trade things that have some data behind them, but I'm going to be paying attention to what's going on. That said, if you take a look here at, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on a second. Pull it up. Yep, so you can see trading view. This is Bitcoin, but it doesn't matter. We're looking here at the bottom. So this is the put call ratio. We're back down to 0.52 now on the put call ratio. And that is the total put call ratio. And then if we look at the S&P put call, we closed at 0.43 today. Now we don't care about the opening ticks because those sometimes, a lot of times the opening tick, you see a lot of call buying, and then the put call ratio will come back in. But this is the lowest close on the put call ratio since June 2nd, and June 2nd wasn't a huge decline, but we did flash this sell signal, which we got later in the month. So things getting a little frothy, a little extended here. Big tech earnings, Microsoft down, kind of a little bit of sell the news again, holding trend. So nothing, it's not a horror show, nothing crazy. Apple having a worse day today, a little bit of a sell the news there, but yeah. So a lot of signals out there. We know the signals are there with the froth and whatnot, but I still think this market has a little bit higher to go, not too much, but I do think that at least volatility, and this is why I said, I've been very patient with putting on some volatility hedge here, because I think it can go lower, and yeah, it's been up the last couple of days, but today it came right back in. You see the VXX getting smacked. So I do think it gets back down below this 17 level again, possibly tomorrow, especially if we get a more, the Fed was about as dovish as it could be, but if we get some more euphoric news, definitely could see the VIX trade lower. So let's just quickly talk about, actually, first we'll cover gold. Gold actually had a nice day off of the back of the Fed news, so nice buying here. But notice yesterday we had a contract rollover. See the green line here? There was a contract rollover in the future, so maybe that's why gold got hit really the last month. But now gold getting a bit of a bid here. Also a very good sign for gold here. Look at the GDX. So GDX had this nasty like inside bar bear flag here, and now getting back above the 20 moving average. You can close above this red bar high here at about, say, 34.84. I could start to warm up to gold a little bit more here. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that. That's definitely something that caught my eye. But yeah, so I just wanted to cover that really quick. But we'll talk a little bit about Tilray, because I think there's an opportunity for us. We missed this one, at least I did. I talked about this on Twitter yesterday. I was away from my desk a little bit today. That's partly why I'm getting this video done so late. But I would have, had I thought about it, I would have taken a small long in this on Tilray yesterday, maybe after hours even. And I think there's another opportunity for us to make this. But essentially, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, is all these cannabis stocks are notorious for massive short covering before they report earnings, the day they report earnings. Then they get smacked right back down as soon as they report. But I mean, Tilray up 25% today, just off of the fact that they report earnings after the bell. So obviously we missed some gains there, but interestingly enough, Tilray posted a surprise $33 million profit. They weren't even supposed to make money, so they posted a profit. Now we can get in on this with Canopy. Canopy reports on August 6th, so this is something I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Now, if it runs up and you know, is up 20% by the time they report earnings, then I'm not interested. I'm not going to chase it higher. But if it's still trading in this range and it's still subdued, I will definitely consider maybe buying some calls, or maybe just common shares or something into earnings. And I mean, we won't hold it into earnings, but we'll try and take advantage of a squeeze there. So we'll keep an eye on this one. They're going to keep this on the radar. So that is in a week or so. But yeah, Tilray, I made a lot of money trading those pot stocks last summer, so I'm very familiar with how they trade and their behavior. So I'm definitely going to keep this on the radar for you guys. But with that said, we'll keep an eye on the Robinhood IPO tomorrow, and yeah, I was going to wrap it up here. But you guys take care and have a great rest of your night.